Alright, well, what's up guys? So I just want to post a little video because I told myself that, moving out here to California, I'll start posting more often and doing all these kind of things that I said. Big plans I want to do, but, really none of that really happened because since moving out here, I've been incredibly busy with just work, getting used to living in California and everything else that I've had to do. So I kind of wanted to make a video, give everyone a little status update. If I haven't talked to you in a while or anything like this is probably going to be a good way because I want to be able to connect with people more often. And I think video format might probably be the best because, like I said, I do want to start doing my YouTube channel again. I want to start posting more content. Well, actually, not more content. I want to start posting content since I haven't really done anything in a really long time. I want to start doing kind of vlogs that I used to do, as well as I want to branch out and start doing some other kind of recording stuff. Um, I have a setup now where I can start recording gameplay. Since a lot of my spare time now, when I'm not at the gym or at work or doing any of that stuff, I want to start recording my games and start posting them. Um, I'm not really sure where I want to go exactly with that, but I think it's just something I've always wanted to do and something I told myself I'm going to challenge myself and start recording these kinds of videos. Um, but to start off, um, I've been in California now for about 8 months. Got here in late April, and it's been one long, very stressful journey, to say the least. I've worked more hours than I think I ever have um, in my entire life, just building what is this company I work for, Tokyo Joe's, for a restaurant. Opened 3 stores, um, met a lot of really interesting people. I've had a lot of cool experiences out here. Not as many as I'd like to have, but more that's just limited by knowledge of things to do as well as just time in general. Being working like 75, 80 hours a week when I first got here and pumping out, just all the stuff that we've had to do, all the new rules we had to learn, all these new crazy labor laws, everything else we've had to do. It's kind of crazy for me. And looking back at it, my life has changed a lot in the year and a half that since I've actually started moving forward with this company. For a little bit of knowledge, 2 years ago, I was making like $10 an hour living in Colorado Springs, not doing shit with my life. Um, and then I decided, you know what, like, no, I'm good at my job. I enjoy, it's easy money for me to do this because it's not super hard to work in the kitchen and do orders and, the stuff that I do, now essentially. Um, so I decided to move forward with Tokyo Joe's. I went from making $11 an hour to making $14 an hour as a kitchen manager, and then I got promoted again, went up to like $16, $17 an hour as a general manager, and now up again, moving here to California. It's been a wild ride. In 2 years, I've moved 8 times. I've been to like 10 different stores, met hundreds of people. I've moved forward in a company that I never thought I wanted to move forward in, but despite all that, I've been pretty successful. It's good to take a look back at my life and look at it from kind of a macro perspective. In 2 years' time, I've moved forward a lot more than I thought I ever could with this company, which is great. Um, I'm thankful for the company for taking a risk in me and actually deciding to, as much as people like to rag on Joe's about a lot of the things, like, oh, the company treats me wrong, it's not doing this, not doing that. A lot of things that people don't understand. It's like, no, still a small company, and the fact that we still have a lot of young people. And it's like some of the people that I've worked with are very young, and it's like most other companies would have never put you in a position of power as a general manager, as a trainer, or anything else. Like you're pretty lucky to be in the position that you're in, and looking at myself, and I was a general manager at 24 years old of a restaurant, like overseeing 25, 26 people. Um, and now being out here in California, I'm doing the same thing, except I'm expanding my skill set. I'm hosting events. I'm searching out for new customers to come in, driving marketing efforts, helping out with that, more training than anything else. Building a brand out here in California, which is huge for a company like this. I feel that in the past 2 years, that's exponentially grown for me. I've learned so much in 2 years, and my life radically changed in 2 years um, from where I used to be. Uh, Besides work, though, I've gone through a lot of stuff. I've since leaving the Springs, I started doing things more that I was not comfortable with. Um, I started dating again after just for some reason in college I decided not to, or the opportunity never really presented itself to me. I dated a couple of people since then. Some of those were not the best option for me. Others were just short, small, fun things, and that's something that coming to California decided that I really wanted to keep pursuing is just going out casually dating, putting myself out there and seeing what is what's available. Because if I don't date and I don't go out and socialize and do things like that, I'll never really see the kind of person that I am in a social setting, or will I ever meet more people and then eventually meet the person that hopefully one day I get married to and build a life with. But no, so that's happening. That's a thing that's happening in my life. Um, Surprise, surprise! I never thought I would have to make a video and tell people, yes, I'm dating, guys. Like, don't worry about it. I'm all good in my life. But I wanted to make the video and just kind of express to you guys, that in 2 years, life has changed a lot for me. Back in the Springs, I was very comfortable, too comfortable in what I was doing. I wasn't really utilizing my potential and my knowledge and my skills as well as I could have. But being out here, that a lot of that has changed. I'm being held in higher regard in the company. I'm doing a lot of things outside of work. For example, like I'm not letting myself cut my hair, my mustache, or my beard until I hit my specific weight goal, which I'm posting now is officially 185 pounds. I currently weigh 201, so about 16 pounds to lose before I'm allowed to cut my hair, shave my beard, do anything like that. So any kind of hair on me, I can't touch until I hit my weight goal. I've been hitting the gym about 5 times a week now. Um, I've been getting a lot stronger. My weight's going down. I feel like I have more energy in life. And it's great. I feel healthier, and I want to get back down to what I feel like is my normal weight. Um, with work and everything, I haven't been able to eat as healthy as I want. And, just having to rush out of the door, stop at a McDonald's, get a quick breakfast, eat it on the drive to work, and then start working all day. Barely get time to eat, and then gorging myself on something later in the night when I shouldn't, has been a very unhealthy experience for me. And that kind of hit its peak a couple months ago when I kind of stepped on the scale and I kind of was like, oh, put on a little bit too much weight for my liking. But since then, I've lost about 15 pounds. Um, I'm working my way down that list, down that weight train again. Strength goals are getting back up there again. I feel stronger. I feel healthier. I feel happier. So everything's looking pretty good. Um, and then I haven't made that's my physical stuff. Socially, I feel like I haven't really met too many people out here since being in California. I've met a lot of coworkers, but I haven't really made any new friends or any new people that I hang out with on a weekly basis. And I kind of want to change that, so I've started to go out and not handle, but more, experience more things, going hiking, going to different events, just like Friday Night Magic, like wine tasting events, just stuff that I see online that I just go out to and I put myself in a situation where I'm not comfortable, where I don't know anybody, and I force myself to have conversations with people so that I can get to know them, and maybe a friendship can be born from the social outings that I'm starting to do. I think it's really good. It's really good. It's doing wonders for my mentality. Um, so everything's looking on the up and up there. I've been able to, um, yeah, I really don't know what else much to say besides that. This is a video just a little status update for all the people out there. My life is going in a pretty good direction right now. Sometimes I get a little too wrapped up in my head and looking too small at the little details about certain things. But when I kind of look back at it, I'm pretty blessed to be in the position that I'm in, where I can afford to do essentially anything I want to do at any time I want. Um, and here in California, I'm the de facto number 2 leader in the company out here, so I have a lot of say and a lot of leeway to do really whatever I want to do with whatever stores I'm currently at, which is great. And on top of that, recently I actually got scouted out by a company in New York. Um, they represent a collection of restaurants all over the states, kind of a higher scale restaurant level. And I got scouted out the other day by one of their recruiters, and he said, "No, looking at your resume, looking at all these things, I think you have great potential to work in higher scale restaurants." And he said, "Would you be interested in working in a restaurant out in Austin, a five-star Chinese restaurant?" I was like, "Wow, that's kind of a big step up." Um, the only stipulations were that they required me to speak Cantonese and Mandarin. And I said, well, I'm not fluent in Cantonese. I can understand Mandarin. I can speak it, but not to like a professional level, speaking with other people and like ordering supplies. But he said, no, despite that, he really liked the interview that I had with them. So he said, send me your resume, and I'll pass it on to my other colleagues who work in other divisions of or other areas of the United States, and we'll see if there's something that we think is a good fit for you, and we'll give you a call back if anything pops up. So that feels pretty good. Got scouted out for a five-star restaurant out in Austin to be a general manager for it, completely out of the blue because I hadn't checked my LinkedIn in quite a while, and it's kind of a shock to me that it came out. Um, so that was amazing to me. I thought that was incredible. I'm going to go back to school in 2018. I've applied to go to UC Irvine's Paul Mirage's School of Business. I'm going to go back to school and start expanding my mind and really start taking steps to moving forward in my life and chase after things that I actually do want to do. And I want to go after that game design. Is initially what I've always wanted to do. Not necessarily the coding aspect, because I still hate that to a phenomenal degree, but more of the business side of that. The marketing, the operations, the production. Kind of want to get my hands into that. I feel like being surrounded in Irvine, which is a huge hub for game design companies in general, as well as the school being such a highly ranked program in the United States, would be really great for me. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm also applying for the Ubisoft graduate program, which is essentially a 2-year-long internship, which at the end of it, you essentially are hired by Ubisoft to work at either a satellite studio or one of the main studios. I've tried for the past 2 years. Every year I keep trying, but maybe this year will be the year that I do it. Maybe I put in a better resume than I did the years before. But that's pretty much it. Just a little update on everything I've been doing in life. Things are pretty good. Things are happening. I feel content, but the problem with that is I don't want to feel content. Um, I want to feel the way I did a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, when I started moving up and I had that hunger, when I had that passion, I had that drive to do anything and everything that it took to keep moving forward. And I feel like as I started to hit kind of a wall in my progression forward, both in life and everything else, I'm starting to feel a little bit discouraged about it, but I feel like I need to keep pushing past it and keep working, keep grinding, keep getting to that place where I want to be in a couple of years. And that's something that I do want to leave with you guys, something that resonated with me really, really deeply was Matthew McConaughey when he won the Oscars or an Academy Award or whatever it was. He did a speech, and he talked about how someone did asked him a long time ago, like, "Who's your hero?" And he said, "My hero is me 5 years from now. That's who my hero is." And then he said that person came back to him 5 years later. So, well, who's your hero now? And he said, well, that my new hero now is the me 5 years from this point now. And that's something that really took with me, is that everyone, I feel like, should take greater pride in themselves. We put a lot of other people as our heroes and our mentors and this and this and that and everything else in the world, but I feel like the one person that's really ever going to be able to do anything for yourself in life is you. So your hero should be yourself 5 years from today. Take some time, sit down, and think about the person that you want to be, who you are as a person. Where do you want to be in 5 years? And then every thing that you do, should be a step towards that goal. Work your ass off and get to that goal. Everything that you do should be a step forward towards whatever that may be. Be a slimmer, stronger, smarter, more talented, whatever it may be, taking those steps to becoming your hero. Become your own hero. And then 5 years from that, so on and so forth, until eventually you become the person that you always were destined to be, the person that you were always meant to be, and you have no one else to thank but yourself because of the hard work that you put in to craft yourself into the perfect person that you are. Because that's something that people don't understand, I feel like, is that everyone has the potential to do great things. People just choose not to. No one ever forces you to do something, to stay in a shitty job, to stay in a bad situation, to stay in a relationship you don't want to be. No, no one ever forces you to be in any of those situations. You choose for yourself um, to remain in the position that you are. So what you want to do is you want to challenge yourself and push yourself out there so that you can keep growing. Because without change and without pain, there is no growth in a person. Um, I got a little ranty, but that's pretty much all I wanted to post to you guys. I will be posting more videos like this about once a week, maybe twice a week. I know I want to try to post minimum once a week, some kind of video about something new that I'm doing. And if you guys, something I think would be a fun little thing is, post something in the comments and let me know. Be like, hey, here's a fun thing to do. Go do something. For instance, I've never really done a lot of things in my life, and I want to start doing it. But there's only so much that I know about to do. So I wanted to reach out to you guys and tell me like, hey, in California, go do this. Go do something like go skydiving. Go hike this. Go to this kind of thing. You know, so that way it kind of helps me form an idea of what I can keep doing each week to keep challenging myself and putting myself out there and doing new things. Okay, well, this video is getting a little bit long. Thank you for watching, guys, and peace.